Hi everyone, in this lecture we are going to talk about the order property. The order property is the first property for flex items that we are going to cover. So we are done with the flex container properties. Now we are talking about the flex items properties. These properties are defined within flex items. They're not defined within the container declaration block. So in this lecture and in the upcoming lectures until the end of the Flexbox section of this tutorial series, we are just going to cover the remaining Flexbox properties, and they're going to be flex children or flex item properties. So we have our container. There are 5 elements there, and in our CSS we have our styling. There is no margin because we are not going to use margin. We are going to use gap, and since these are item properties, I've already created and instantiated our flex context. Now, by default, what happens is that flex items are arranged according to the HTML source. So in the HTML source, we have item 1 all the way to item 5. These are item 1 all the way to item 5. But with order property, we can control where these items can appear in the flex container. And in case the order is the same, items will consider the source order. Now, what does that mean? It means that if I just go ahead and save this, I need to tell you that the default order is going to be 1. The default is 0. So the default is order 0. This is the default one. This is the default. And you can actually visualize order if you just go ahead and take a look at something that I'm going to create here. So let's say if you go to the left, if you want the element to go to the left, you're going to end up with negative numbers. If you want the element to go to the right, you need to provide positive numbers. It's exactly like the x-axis. So we have, let's say, -3, -2. Let me just copy the space to avoid hitting tab so many times. Then -1, and then we are going to have 0. Then we are going to have 1, 2, and 3. This is how the order is going to work. So first off, let's select the li, that is the first child. Li first child. And I'm going to say order. Now you can see that these properties, they're defined within the grid items because they are grid item properties. If I said, now by default, everything is 0. If I set it to 1, it means it is going to go to the start. It's going to go towards the right. So set it to 1. Now item 1 has been shifted to here. So let me zoom in so you can really see. Here is item 1, then 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's do another example. I could also do li nth child 4. Let's give it an order of 2. So which one is bigger, 2 or 1? So 2 is bigger. That's why 2 is going to appear before 1. If I save it, so now first is the item number 4, which has an order of 2, and then the smaller order, which is 1, which is occupied by item number 1. And I'm just going to give you one more example. I'm sure you got the idea. It's very simple. So if I set it to -1, we know that the items for which we have not specified order, their default order is going to be 0. But before 0, what do we have? We have -1. So if we want our item to go to the start of the grid container, we are going to provide greater negative numbers. Therefore, item number 5 has come to the start of the flex container. I keep saying grid, flex container. This is how it moves, and this is in the way that it is going to move. That's it for this lecture. See you in the next one.